Mimosas with Michael. Mimosas with Michael. Mimosas with Michael. Yay!
Podcast alone, I have a sound engineer that sits next to me.
Yes, I know, and he makes funny faces at you through the whole thing to try and make you break.
Dude, he's such a dick. No, I love him. He's my best friend.
It is kind of a dick move, but you know, whatevs.
Yeah. So I'm coughing because I always have to clear my throat. Let me just get a drink of water and we'll get this bad boy started.
Rock on.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mimosas with Michael. And I want to introduce you to Brandie Sylfae. Did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
There's still hope for me yet. So I just wanted to say thank you for coming on the show. So I have to tell you how this happened. I was looking back at my past guest list and was like, oh, I had a male. Okay, so I was like, I think I got to shape it up a little bit and get some feminine energy on the show.
Excellent choices.
Yeah, and I can't because I don't have feminine energy. I really just have I don't have estrogen. I have like testosterone. So it's like a combination.
Testosterone?
Yeah, testosterone. So I had
Was
to,
that a hormone you just made up this second?
Oh no, I've used that before. I was tested positive for testosterone because I have both male and female qualities. No, I'm just kidding. So
There's nothing wrong with having both male and female qualities. That is a perfectly acceptable way of being.
I know Trump. Just kidding. So I wanted to shake it up and have some kick-ass females on the show. So thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to have mimosas with us.
This is very exciting. Thank you for having me.
This is exciting. I have to agree. Richard, this is very exciting, huh?
I'm so pumped.
Okay, good. That's his contribution to the show every day.
I can feel his excitement through the phone.
Oh, without a doubt. He hits me constantly. He's like, I'm so excited. Pumped.
I'm so excited.
Why don't I even try with you? I try to engage him because more people are like, we love hearing from him.
I'm sorry. I am very excited.
Just so you know, I was lying. I don't believe him at all.
No, I know. Well, the thing is, if I don't have him say hi every once in a while, then he's just the creeper that's listening in on our conversation.
True.
While we have mimosas, and that's just weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
So I was looking at your bio, and I want to talk about some of the cool kick-ass things that you've done. Okay. Or you can just talk about yourself. I'm okay with that. But like you're a fighter, like you do all kinds of cool things. So just tell us who Brandie is.
Who is Brandie? So Brandie is I am a fighter. I started martial arts when I was 11.
Oh,
shit. I got my first degree black belt when I was 14. My
damn.
second degree black when I was 16. It was actually my very first job was teaching martial arts. I got to teach the little kids because I'm short, so I was a little less intimidating.
Oh,
to the wee tots.
But you can still kick ass, which is great.
Yes, I can, in fact, still kick ass.
So I want to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Who did you train with?
Who did I train with? My black belt is from the United Fighting Arts Federation, which is Chuck Norris's organization.
That's why I said that, because it's Chuck Norris.
Great.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool thing. Back then, he was a really cool dude.
Oh, really? What? Not so much now?
Well, you know, he's still Mr. Norris to me, and I maybe don't agree with his politics so much, but shh.
Okay, well, I agree. We won't talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't talk about politics over mimosas.
He was a very, very nice man, and he was always very, very nice to me.
Oh, good, because that was one of my questions was ask her how Chuck is, so I'm glad to know he's good.
Yeah, he's a good guy who takes care of the people around him.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's not like you're going to fight, it's not like you can argue with him, he can kick your ass, so.
Right. Well, and in my case, like I was 11 when I started studying martial arts, so all I did was look up to all of these people around me who were exceptionally talented.
That's cool. That's so cool. My sound engineer is playing with my microphone.
You should probably stop that, sound engineer.
His name is Richard, but today he doesn't have a name.
I know his name is Richard, but I just felt like being, very specific on the job because,
He
that's his job is to not mess with the sound.
Oh,
to make it sound good, and there he was messing with the sound.
Oh my God.
You're getting in trouble.
She got me.
Yep. You got gotten. So now you're a stunt woman.
I have done a lot of stunt work in the past. Yeah, mostly fighting,
Okay, that's cool.
but other things as well. Little falling.
Okay, well, because I'm reading your bio. You have a master's degree in biotechnology.
I do.
Like,
I
what
have my
can't you do?
My undergraduate degree is in genetic engineering and microbiology from UC Santa Barbara, and my graduate degree is in biotechnology from Johns Hopkins.
Wow, so
Yeah.
smart and tough. I love that.
I like it too. It's one of those things, you're just like, why? I get bored. Why do one thing?
That's what I keep telling everybody. That's why I wanted to do a podcast and I want to write and direct and make movies and yeah.
If you've got the time and the energy, why not?
Well, I don't know if I have the time or the energy. No, I do. I like, but it does take a lot of work and it takes a lot of dedication and that's something I think that's important because people always ask like, how do you do so much? And I was like, it's important to me and I find the time and it's,
And that is exactly it. If it's important to you, you will make the time for it.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
So what are you up to these days? Like where what are you up to now? So do you act and you stunts and
Yes,
Okay.
I'm acting. I'm stunting. My non-acting job is I'm a personal trainer.
Oh, cool.
I stopped working in labs a while ago, so no more DNA or proteins for me.
Yeah, you can't get abs in the lab.
You can't really. It's not the best place. You can, however, get severely hunched shoulders and a really tight chest, but other than that, it's not the place to get in good physical shape.
No, I agree with that.
But right now, actually, I am. What is today? Wednesday. So I am
It's Wednesday.
13 weeks and 1 day out from having a pretty invasive shoulder surgery. So I'm just now getting back to the place where I can be active and I am allowed to lift 3 pounds with my healing arm. I'm very excited that I can lift 3 pounds because I have no muscle left in that arm. It's kind of ridiculous looking at the moment.
That's about how much the mimosa weighs, so that's perfect.
I don't have a 3-pound mimosa. I have maybe like.
I always have a 3-pound mimosa.
You always have
That's
a
how big
3-pound.
your mimosas always are.
Yeah, I always start with the 3-pound mimosa.
That's
Yeah,
that's a lot of beverage.
well, it's mostly orange juice.
Well, he pees a lot.
Well, you would have to be a lot.
Richard, you're not supposed to be mean to me. It's the other way around. Richard, look at the rules on the wall. I'm mean to you.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Don't mess with the controls. I'm gonna start creating a list of rules that he has to follow.
I didn't see it.
Saying that you pee a lot is totally not a mean thing. That's just a statement of fact, if it is in fact true.
I know, but it's because I'm facing my 43rd birthday, so I feel older. So he's like,
When's your birthday?
February 18th, but this is probably going to air sometime around that day. So
Happy birthday.
happy birthday to me.
Happy
Oh,
birthday
shit.
to you.
Woo!
I'm actually going to London for my birthday, so I will,
Oh, that's awesome.
and I'll probably be recording a podcast while I'm out there, which will be exciting.
That's totally exciting. What are you doing in London?
Well, probably just drinking a lot. Well, I always
Are
like
you a
to.
Harry Potter fan?
I am, and I'm going to try and get to the Harry Potter place while I'm out there.
You absolutely have to go. Leavesden Studios is amazing.
Oh my
And
god.
you have to get your picture taken at platform 9 3/4.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
Right. So that's there, and they have these tours that you can go on that will like take you around the places that they mention in the books.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like Diagon Alley?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And the other places that exist in the Muggle world.
Like London.
Yes.
Okay, which is where we'll be. No, I have a good friend that works for the BBC, and he was asking me to go. And then I have another friend that does a Harry Potter blog site, and so she's gonna see if she can help me get contacts with some people out there as well. So
That's super awesome. So I should introduce myself this way. Hi, my name is Brandie Sylfae, and I am the co-organizer of the Portland chapter of the Harry Potter Alliance.
bam, there you go. I'm gonna have to connect you guys.
So
You guys-
it's very cool. We just had a really successful Yule Ball. We had almost 600 people at the event. We raised about $6,000 for
Oh, that's
our
amazing.
two charities. Yeah, right now the national Harry Potter Alliance campaign is a world without Hermione. #Voldemort wins, everybody dies.
Oh,
So it's about what the world would be like without the contributions of women.
oh, now that I like.
Right, so we chose two female-focused two female-focused charities to raise money for. One's called Chick Tech, which gets girls and women into technology jobs.
Okay.
And the other one is called Girls Build, which does summer camps and other camps for younger girls, like elementary school, to teach them how to use power tools and get them learning carpentry.
Oh, that's so cool.
So awesome. So they each got some money, and we all had a Yule Ball, and I was the MC and the headmistress. It was awesome.
You'll have to send us some information so we can put it along with your podcast episode.
Oh, sure.
Because that's really cool. Yeah, and like I said, my friend and I, for the life of me, can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm really sorry, but I'll have to connect you guys. But it's all like Harry Potter themed, and they have like, I don't know, they just do Harry Potter things. So
I love Harry Potter things.
Hell, maybe
I'm currently drinking my mimosa.
Yeah.
Out of a mug that says, "Don't let the Muggles get you down."
Okay, you're pretty much my favorite right now. So I love that.
That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
It is. I love it. This particular mug was a gift from one of my clients at the gym, so it's pretty cool.
So what area do you work out in, or do you train in?
I train in Southeast Portland.
Oh, so you're up above California.
I am. I am not in California.
That's okay. Not everybody has to be in California.
I used to live in California. That's after I graduated college. Well, I was born in LA. I was born in Bellflower. How's that for fun?
Yeah, that's like outside of LA.
Yeah. So I grew up mostly in LA and Orange County.
I'm from Orange County.
I went to 5 different elementary schools in 3 different states, because that's not crazy, right?
No, not at all.
Not
was
at
that
all.
was it because of Chuck Norris?
No, it had nothing to do with Chuck Norris. This was before I knew Chuck Norris.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
This is the prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is pre-Chuck. That's awesome.
Exactly what it is. Yeah, but no, I'm now we're up in Portland.
Oh, it's beautiful up there. I love it.
It is beautiful up there. It's true. Right now it's kind of ugly and gray, but it's warm for how gray out it is right now. It's still really warm.
Oh my God, it's warm down here.
Mm-hmm.
I was driving over to Richard's house here where we record the podcast, and I was just like, had the windows down. I was like, it's so hot.
Yeah. I was just down there last week, and we were on the beach down in Newport at Crystal Cove State Park. You know what that is?
Yeah, that's right there.
No, I've never heard of that.
Oh, it's super cool. It's like these old bungalows that people, I think, built illegally that they're slowly rehabilitating, and you can just be at the state park, so you can rent them out, and they're right on the bluffs overlooking the ocean down in Newport. It's pretty awesome.
So they're illegal to make money on them. I got it.
Well, they're making money on them now.
So that's perfect then. Yeah. That's such
I
a
don't
cool.
know the whole history. It was explained to me, but I've forgotten.
No, that's okay. I have to check them out. That's so cool.
Crystal Cove State Park. I highly suggest it. It was really cool. It was beautiful.
Okay.
Tide pools, everything.
Nice. Okay, I have one more other question because I noticed in your bio here you told me that you're a fairy. Am I reading that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
So being a fairy is
Different than what I probably think of.
Probably different than what you think of. So there are a lot of festivals kind of around the world right now that are focused on fairy. There's Fairy Worlds, and that's here in, I was going to say Washington. I'm not in Washington. I'm in Oregon. Fairy Worlds is here in Oregon, and then there's another one called Fairy Con that's it's in Seattle, and there's another Fairy Con East that's out in Baltimore, and there's several others, Spoutwood Fairy Festival, and one that I had a really wonderful time at called Three Wishes Fairy Festival, which is in Cornwall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, super fun. Way small compared to the others. Like there were, I think when I went a couple of years ago, there were only like 500 people there, whereas like Fairy Worlds gets thousands of people.
It's a lot of fairies.
Yeah, right. And what is it? It's about embracing magic and bringing it into your life and letting other people know that it's there. And
actually, I like that. It's a beautiful statement.
I do my best to see the magic everywhere in the world. And I like to show it to other people, because a lot of times it's really easy to get down on what's happening in the world. And there's a lot of ugliness in the world, but there's a lot of beauty there too if you can find it. If you look hard enough, it's there.
What I like is that there's a sort of innocence, I think. In magic, it's something we believe as kids. And I think as we get older, life sort of beats that out of us.
It does. Life, other people, society, having jobs,
Chuck Norris.
all this
Everything
other
just beats
Chuck
you up.
Norris, he's actually never beaten anything out of me. I have, however, beaten on him, which was
Yes.
like really, really weird.
And how many people can say that?
I know, right?
Not that many.
Like he was standing there letting me kick him in the stomach. That was an interesting time. But
That's actually cool. I like that story.
I felt really uncomfortable doing it.
Oh.
I'm like, I shouldn't be hitting Chuck Norris. But it
Did you
totally happened.
Did you know how important Chuck Norris was when you were training with him, or did like your dad tell you how important he is?
I absolutely knew how important he was. So I didn't work out at his studio because he only had a studio maybe even before I was born or just after I was born. He had his own studio.
Okay.
By the time I started working out in a UFAF school, he was just the head of UFAF, and he pretty much the only time we saw him was when it came time for black belt testing. And sometimes around there, like when I tested for my first degree black, I had the largest testing panel in the United Fighting Arts Federation history, because I had Mr. Norris was on my panel, Mr. Howard Jackson was on my panel, who was on Mr. Norris's fighting team, his world champion fighting team, and Mr. Rick Prieto, and just we had 13 people. I also had the first female ever on a testing panel, so it was pretty exciting.
That is actually exciting.
But where I got to see him was every year UFAF has a conference at some hotel in Las Vegas. So every July or June we would go and we would work out with him for the weekend.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And that's where I got to kick him in the stomach. For the TV, it was like USA Today was there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I never saw it. I don't know if it ever actually made it on the TV, but yeah, I was kicking Chuck Norris in the stomach on TV, trying not to be stupid.
It's probably on YouTube.
It's entirely possible that it's on YouTube. I've never seen it. If anybody sees it, post it somewhere. Send me a link. I'm on all of the social media. I'm easy to find.
I'm gonna Google that.
Do it.
I'm doing it. Are we getting an Amber Alert? Everything's going off. Can you hear that? So
I can't hear anything.
No, it's just like because I use my phone when I call people, and it's like making this Amber Alert, so it's like vibrating and everything.
Oh gosh.
I know, that's crazy. Anyways, I'm sorry.
Well, I think the Amber Alert is a little bit more important than my interview.
No. I mean, I don't. It was just random because Richard and I were looking at each other going, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah, we turn off our phones and everything.
I can't turn off my phone, Richard, to use it for the podcast.
But the alerts and shit.
Oh.
No, you can't turn off Amber Alerts. I think that's a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that keeps going no matter what. Which is good.
Yeah, which is good. Unless you live in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Then it's terrifying.
Jeez.
How horrible was that?
It was. I don't even know how to begin. How terrified I would be if I got a message like that.
Right? Like, and what do you do? Where do you go? There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, you're on an island.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And I have friends who live there, and they were talking about they started filling up their bathtubs with water, just in case. And that's just that's like overwhelmingly awful.
It's pretty scary.
It's so scary. Incoming ballistic missile. And 38 minutes. For 38 minutes, you're sitting there thinking that you're going to die probably. Like,
wow.
What do you do with that?
I don't know.
Therapy afterwards, I guess. I don't know.
I'd probably post a video on YouTube saying goodbye to everybody. And hope I got a lot of likes. I'm just kidding.
You could.
What you would do.
I wouldn't do that. I might do that.
Yeah.
I would just host
I would be on the phone, like calling everybody I know.
Yeah, I would call my family, definitely.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, assuming that I had the peace of mind, had the presence of mind to be able to even think to do that, as opposed to just being completely freaked out that there was a ballistic missile heading my way.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, it's like it takes probably like 10 minutes just even sink into the fact that that's actually happening.
Right?
Yeah. And by that time, you're like, you only have like 5 minutes left to call everybody. Jeez. Well, we wish everybody.
Now that the comedy session of the podcast is done.
I know. Sorry to bring it down, everybody. No, it's okay. Hey, that's what I like about the show is it goes where it needs to go, and we talk about the things we have to talk about. Because that's important. That's something we have to face in the sort of political climate that we're in. That's something that's a legitimate fear, and such a legitimate fear that when that came out, people were actually like, "This is actually happening." So,
right, and there was no reason to not believe it, considering what's going on.
Yeah, and that's what makes it worse. Like if we were to get that any other time, it'd just be like, what the hell? But this is like, what the hell? Now, yeah.
No,
So,
you're absolutely right. I think you're absolutely right there.
so, but bringing it back to magic,
Yes, magic. Woo!
and the so,
It's a pellet cleanser.
well, I mean, I like to talk about real things, and if we have to talk about the things that are sad, we need to, because that's part of life. And when friends get together and have mimosas, we talk about everything.
That's right.
Yes.
But
I'm having a dandelion mimosa at the moment.
I want one. What is that? Tell me more.
Oh, it's roasted dandelion tea.
Okay.
So
Roasted- you can roast a dandelion?
Say that again?
Sorry, I'm coughing. I drink my mimosas really fast sometimes, so they go down my throat wrong.
Oh, don't die.
I won't. I
No
promise.
mimosa is worth that.
I know. Well, you had me like dropped at a dandelion mimosa.
Right. So it's the dandelion root.
Yeah.
You can roast the dandelion root
Oh, nice.
and make tea out of it. It's
You got
quite
that.
nice.
That sounds like a Harry Potter thing. I like that.
It could totally be a Harry Potter thing. It's something that a healer at St. Mungo's would give you. Sure. If you were having liver problems.
Oh, okay. Well, actually, that's good to know. So, what other amazing tidbits do you have for us? So,
What other
Daniel,
amazing tidbits do I have for you? I'm going to be doing a fan film coming up. I can't tell you a whole lot about it, but I'm very excited because I'm going to do a lot of sword fighting in it. I play the bad guy.
oh, cool.
I never get to play the bad guy.
That's cool.
Yeah, you have to play the bad guy at least I think once in your life.
Yeah, I'm almost always, like right now, because of how I look and the age that I am often cast as like the mom of the lead.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Well, you know what? Doesn't matter. It's a paycheck, and people are still
That's true.
hiring me. So there you go.
That's true.
And I get to work with these. Actually, the last couple of things I've done, I've worked with some really awesome younger actors. Like I played the mother figure to Hannah Lloyd, who was on several episodes of Grimm.
Well, who does she play on Grimm? I love that show. Hannah.
She plays Diana on Grimm, like
Oh, the little girl.
the little girl.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I played her mom, and then I just did another movie called Woodstock or Bust that I played the mom of Willow Shields, who was Prim.
Oh, yeah, I
in
worked
the
with her.
Hunger Games.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's so
so-
sweet. I did a movie with her.
She was very, very nice. She's super sick. She got so sick. There was one time it was so sad. We were in the middle of filming, and she just looked at me, and her face went white, and she just had to sit down. She almost passed out. She was so ill.
Oh, poor thing.
Yeah. So I get to work with some really great actors. Playing the mom of the lead. I don't have a problem with that.
No, of course. And if you have across some really good actors, you guys can really work off each
Yeah.
other and make a great scene.
Yep, and it's super fun. And it just so happens that this is the first time I've been asked to play the bad guy, which is pretty great. And I get to sword fight and ride horses.
Congratulations.
That is so cool.
Thanks, I'm excited.
Well, when the movie's done and it's out there, you'll have to come back on the show and tell us all about it.
I will do that. I will tell you all about it. The lead in it she's super amazing.
Are you allowed to, you can't say who it is, all right?
Not right now.
Okay.
Not right now. But she's great. She's another Portland local who really should be doing things in other places. She's wonderful.
Okay. And this is a movie, right?
This is going to be. It's not a full length film. I think it's less than an hour.
It's probably like a
So
promo pitch type thing.
it'll fall into the shorts category.
Okay. That's cool. That's so cool. So I might do the festival circuit. So
Yeah.
when it's done and you have more information, send it our way and we'll send it back out to the fans and listeners so that they can follow up with that.
Sweet. I would love to. Thank you.
So our time is slowly coming to an end.
Okay.
Because we try to do 30 minutes, but you were a lot of fun and you're doing a lot of amazing things. So real quick, just give one piece of advice that you'd give to a young child that's going to industry, and then after that, tell us where everybody can find you.
One piece of advice for a child going into the industry.
Or just, who wants to fight. I mean, just something to a young girl. What advice would you give?
Don't believe anything people tell you.
Nice.
There's a lot of people out there who want to take advantage of you. You should bring your parents along if you can.
That's wonderful. And where can we find you? You're on social media?
I am my name, Brandie Sylfae, on Facebook. I accept a lot of I accept a lot of friend requests there.
Okay.
But I am on Twitter and Instagram at Seriously Pix, which is SIRIUSLYPIX.
Awesome, Brandie. Well,
Like Sirius Black.
oh, got it.
That's
I get it.
yeah.
That's so like from Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's totally a Harry Potter thing.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you so much. Have a great day. Enjoy your dandelion mimosa.
Thank you very much. I have enjoyed it.
You're so sweet, and I hope to hear from you again. And please keep in touch, and we hope to have you on the show again soon, okay?
Thank you very much. I had a wonderful time.
Thank you. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. We had such a great time with Brandie today, having mimosas. We learned something new today about dandelion mimosas. I just want to thank you all for listening, and I want to thank Richard again for being a part of this podcast. I know I'm always really mean to him.
We have a good time.
Yeah, we do. We're good friends. And you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes. You can find us on Stitcher Radio, Google Play. We're all over the place. So like, subscribe, and please tell your friends. Thank you.